name is Best. Best eats at the plant's best. It rests on the nest. Who is Best?
The pig.
What does bird best eat?
Special occasion.
Ni Best.
FM mode.
To 30.
AUX mode. The Bluetooth device is ready to pair. The Bluetooth device is connected successfully.
Trying to cut the supply, but my energy is at an all-time high. Coming up, I'm coming up. Feel the rush, I feel the rush. If this ain't legendary, what you call it? I said if this ain't legendary, what you call it? Feel the vibe, I feel the vibe. Extra live, I'm extra live. And I don't need improvement. Fell asleep, a man woke up superhuman.
Sagutin mo. What can I do in the West?
Our starting lineups to look at the matchups here and who we'll see for our starting five for both teams.
Ayun, wala to. Hindi mo. I can. I can. But I cannot.
Durant with it,
Sabi,
makes the lead pass, and DeAndre Jordan throws it down. Oh, Maestro, he was so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
I can see.
Outside, Walker shoots the three, and he gets it to go.
D there, guys, was pretty much non-existent. I mean, you can't leave a good shooter like that open.
Outside Rose, outside Durant, back to Rose, pass to Jordan. Outside Rose, up and in and on the way.
That's just run-of-the-mill for him. A typical day at the office. He's one of the more skilled offensive players out there.
Langford. We're about 1 minute into the first. Outside, Walker. Fade away. Shot's good. He has five.
Well, he could have earned some style points there, but he really doesn't need to use the fadeaway when he's that wide open.
Outside Rose. Pass to Irving. Back to Rose. Right side, Jordan. Right side, Jordan. 6 on the shot clock. There's the pick. Right side, Jordan. Pathetic touch on the finger roll. Beautiful.
Off to a nice start here. They've hit all three from the field.
Now here's Walker. He's got 5. Langford. Here is Hayward. Tatum. No good from outside.
You know, 9 times out of 10, he's going to knock that one down. He'll spray that one on there.
Outside Rose. Baseline jumper. And the shot is good.
4 straight makes out of the gate. That's a sweet start.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Pass to Walker. And that one's good. He's got 7.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on it.
The Nets with the lead. Rose with the ball. Outside Rose. Outside Irving. And Jordan gets it to go.
The easiest way to do it sometimes is with the bounce pass.
We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Walker. Stolen by Rose. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Now Walker, he's got 7. Puts the lead pass in front of him. And there's the rejection. And they're pushing it up. Here's the ring. And it's rejected. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. No one near him. Kevin Durant with the rebound.
There's no getting around the simple fact that that's a shot he has to knock down.
Outside Irving. Outside Rose. Stolen by Walker. Tatum. Just 5 to shoot. Tatum. Boston. No good that time either.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those when he misses when he's got that much room.
Outside Rose. Pass to Allen. Rebound Boston. Tatum. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. And the Celtics making a change here. Here's Rose. Outside Irving. Right side Irving. Pass to Jordan. Clock at 6. Irving with the ball. Fires from deep. Good. 5 points in the game.
So far, so good for them at the offensive end here in the early going.
Outside, Walker. Tatum. Here's Cantor. Trying to get back on track. And the bucket counts. He's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
Defender a little hesitant to offer resistance as he bursts to the hoop.
And the Celtics making a change here. Back to Rose. Pass to Prince. Now Rose. Dinwiddie. And the Nets another 3.
That's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Here is Edwards from downtown. DeAndre Jordan grabs the miss. Left side Rose. Pass to Jordan. He goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down. And here's Brown. Puts up a 3. Rebound by Rose. To the inside. Jordan inside. Here's Harris. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on the clinic on how to share the ball.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Here's Cantor. Stats on him. He's averaging 9 points a game. Here is Edwards. Smooth as silk on the finger roll. And here's Rose. to Harris from outside the arc. And the Nets, another three.
The D has gotten a little lax defending the three-point shot at that end.
Here is Edwards. Stolen by Rose. With the lead pass. Stolen. Brown outside. Can't get it to go. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Pass to Harris. Picked off in midair. Edwards. And this is the fast break layup. And here is Harris. 5 points in the game. Rose. Good on the three-point shot. He's got 7. Here is Edwards. And no good trying to get that one. And after just 1 quarter of play, a dub. Welcome back. Rose with the ball. Back to Rose. And Kemba Walker is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Rose. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. 6 to shoot. Knocked away. Stolen by Walker.
Well, that was a superb read defensively. He jumped right into the passing lane the instant the ball left the passing lane. And here's another thing I've noticed. You know, sometimes at the defensive end, he'll come out of nowhere to make a play on the ball, blocking a shot from behind when the shooter had no idea he was there.
The free throw drops by Hayward. Hayward hits them both. Rose with the ball. Back to Durant. Outside Durant. Pass to Allen. Now here's Rose. To the middle. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. He misses the free throw. And the second free throw, good. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Now, here's Walker. His last outing, he had 18 points.
Night.
Outside Williams, down low, makes it off the glass. He's got 9.
You don't need much range to hit from that distance, Kevin.
Now Rose, 7 points in the game. Back to Allen. Caruth. Rebound by Williams. Now here's Walker. Number 77. Off target from outside. Durant with it. Pass to Rose. Lets it go with the 3. That's good.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over and over.
Guys, nothing has really come easy for them today.
Yeah, you'd have to consider this not one of their best performances.
Outside, Walker. For the 3. Can't get it to go.
A clear look at the hoop. He doesn't miss many of those.
Outside, Rose. And Boston with the rebound.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. And the Celtics making a change here. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Picked him clean. Pass to Walker. Ball's knocked loose. Uncovered. Shot clock at 6-0. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
Guys, he shot a very good percentage today, and they need it.
And here's Rose. 7 points in the game. Here's Irving. Blocked. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Outside Rose. Pass to Irving. Back to Rose. From deep. And again, it's the Nets missing.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had early.
Langford. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. Brooklyn with the ball. Lets it go from deep. The shot is off. Pushing it up. Left side Walker. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. And here's the break. On up the court. A nice shot by Irving. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. And the Celtics making a change here. Here's Irving. 7 points in the game. Right side, Irving. Outside, Rose. From 13, and he nails the jumper. He's got 9.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they built this lead for themselves here.
Stolen by Rose. Here's Irving. Throws down the breakaway jam. Outside, Walker. Right side to Walker. And blocked.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Left side, Walker. Tatum goes to the fadeaway and cans it. Outside Rose. Here's Temple. Rose up on top. Here's Temple. The three. The shot no good. Langford. Pass to Walker. Left side Walker. Just 5 on the clock. Tatum. Oh, good on the 3. Outside Irving. Outside Rose. Right side Rose. That's the rim with a two-handed slam. Here's Walker. He's got 11. Now a timeout called by Boston. And the Celtics making a change here. Tice. The rebound by Prince.
Excellent. Really solid job, actually, by the defense to get in his way as he was going up for that one.
Here's Temple. Prince outside. Takes the three. And that one's good.
A wide open three. They need much better communication defensively.
Seven-foot shot. And off the glass. That one's good. Rose with the ball. He's got 11. Here's Temple. Back to Rose. Temple. There's the three. Shot is off. Gets a hand on it. Cancer inside. And here they come. Now here's Rose. A difficult situation for Boston. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Here is Edwards. Tatum will not go. This is off the front end. From half court. Oh, he knocks it. And through one half, it hasn't even been. Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first two quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. Langford. Here's Walker. And the layup's good off the glass. He's got 13. Now here's Rose. Pass to Durant. Back to Rose. Now here's Allen. Allen in the post. Shoots. The shot misses. Now Walker. Langford. Shot clock at 5. For 3. And for those who are turning in, we're about a minute into the second half.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the board.
Pass to Jordan. Back to Rose. A reverse. He lays it in. He's got 15.
You know, one aspect of their play today that's really been tight and far superior is their passing.
Outside, Walker. Stolen by Rose. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. Langford. Pass to Walker. Puts up a 3. Second chance shot. And he lays it up and in.
No question about it. I mean, when you talk about bruisers, that's his game. I mean, he's put that time in the weight room, and guess what? Now he's putting that strength and muscle to use.
Here's Rose. He's got 17. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Jordan. Back to Rose. Pass to Irving. Gives him the lead pass. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. And he makes the first. Rose hits them both. Up top, Walker. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. There's the bucket. Good. And here's Rose. He's got 19. Pass to Jordan. Back to Rose. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. 21 points in the game.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
Tatum. And again, it's Boston converting. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Here's Rose. 21 points in the game. Irving. Back to Rose. Left side Durant. Lots of room. And again, it's Brooklyn converting.
Everything working for them out of the half as they've hit 4 of their first 5 shots.
Here's Walker. Third quarter action in just under 3.5 minutes of gone.
You know, so many games are decided by which team wins the rebound battle. And that's held true in this one so far.
Outside Rose. Right side Rose. Here's Allen. An easy 2 points on the layup. Walker with it. 15 points in the game. Tatum. This one for 3. A rebound by the Nets. Now here's Rose. Outside Rose. And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession. And the Celtics making a change here. Now Walker. Brown outside. But they recover it. Inside. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. Here's Langford.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics. And at least as I look at it. You know, down there in the low post is where you really want to create a lot of your offense.
Rose with the ball. Outside Rose. Outside Durant. Pocket 6. Back to Rose. Right side Irving. And the shot no good, a bit short. Here is Hayward. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Outside, Walker. Pass to Brown. Here's Langford. Oh, trying for it. No good. Here's Rose to the paint. Here's Harris. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. This is his first free throw of the game. That's good from Harris. And Harris drops them both. And here's Walker. He's got 15. Now a timeout called by Boston. Nets on defense. Langford. And Hayward gets it to go.
One of the reasons they're behind is because we haven't seen enough of that. He needs to become a bigger part of the offense.
Here's Rose. He's got 21. Outside Irving. Rose. Pass to Durant. Back to Rose. 6 to shoot. Durant. Rose with the ball. It's stolen by Brown. And they're running. Outside, Walker. Fouled down after the assist. Let him into the lane. Here's Rose. Inside. Jordan with the bucket. 10 points for him.
I really think that's the area they want to work the ball into, and it takes passing like that to get it done.
Back to Brown. Here is Hayward. Brown outside. No good on the triple. Irving with the ball. 9 points in the game so far. Rose. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. These are his third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. And the first one at the line is good. And the Celtics making a change here. And he can't hit the second.
They're really doing a good job working hard to get inside and draw contact, a little more so than they did in the first half.
Back to Brown. Pass to Walker. Left side Walker. Offensive rebound. Williams in the post. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points.
Now we're really seeing them pound that ball inside.
Rose up on top. Outside Durant. Now here's Rose. Luwawu. And he's good on the three ball.
Kevin, he didn't hesitate that time. The D gave him a step, and he just pulled up and drained the three.
Brown outside. Expanding his range, and the shot is good. 7 points in the game.
Really hard to find fault with anything he's doing this quarter, at least at the offensive end.
Two seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Rose. 6 on the shot clock. Beyond the arc. And again, Brooklyn with the triple. And Brooklyn has possession. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 23 points. 2 second difference between shot clock and game clock. Pass to Rose. 6 to shoot. Luwawu. No good on the three. Here's Langford. Shot is off. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a what? And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. Dinwiddie drains it from beyond the arc.
You might not think of him as a laser three-point shooter, but that shot was there for him, and he had to take it.
Pass to Walker. Plenty of space. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Even though it went down, I don't think that's the kind of look they should be settling for.
And here are the Nets. Rose up on top. Back to Prince. Off target from three-point range.
A clear look at the hoop. He doesn't miss many of those.
Walker with it. For three. DeAndre Jordan grabs the miss.
Well, they've only got a slight edge in rebounding when you look at the numbers. It certainly feels a lot bigger than it is.
Back to Rose. Lets it go with the three. Tries again. Jordan. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And I know something else the fans love about him is the way he's capable of going straight over the top of a defender for some monster throwdown. I mean, we're talking about posterization with capital letters.
The Celtics making a switch here. And so Jordan nails both of them.
They're really doing a good job working hard to get inside and draw contact, a little more so than they did in the first half.
Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Here is Edwards. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. Deflects the pass. Smart. Busted. No good that time either.
I'll tell you what, the mid-range shot is not the easiest one to make, but when you've got daylight like he had there, I mean, those are shots you want to make.
Prince outside. That's good.
This defense is giving their shooters free rein to operate from behind the arc.
Here is Edwards. Launches it.
You know what? Boy, I tell you what, the complexion of this game would be completely different if he shot the ball anything like he's capable of.
And he hits the bucket.
You don't need much range to hit from that distance, Kevin.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. And they get it. Offensive rebound, Celtics. Smart. And what was that about? Not a good shot right there.
That'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the board.
Here is Edwards. Pass to Brown. Left side, Brown.
Defense left him just a little window to get through, and he just ducked in for the layup. Terrific job.
Outside Rose. Now here's Prince. Prince, right side. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
All these open threes they're giving up have really been the driving force of this run.
And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Back to Brown. Pocket 6. Here's Edwards. There's the three. It's all in by DeAndre Jordan.
Some of the shots he's taken have been real head scratchers. I mean, come on. He's out there playing like it's a game of horse at the park.
Here is Edwards. Back to Brown. On D. Shot is off. Now Jordan. And here are the Nets. And here's Rose. Back to Jordan. Outside Rose. 5 to shoot. Pass to Jordan. Smooth as silk on the finger roll.
He's a big reason why they have the lead right now. He's made all of his field goal attempts thus far and remains hot from the floor.
Here's Edwards. Brown outside. Offensive rebound. Here is Edwards. Smart. Hands it from downtown.
Have a little extra mojo going here, a little extra pep in their step, more hustle in this second half. They're doing a much better job in terms of second chance points.
Back to Rose. Pass to Prince. Here's Rose. Outside Rose. The finger roll finish at the bucket. He's got 24.
3 consecutive baskets have come right at the rim. Defense is going to start buckling down and tightening up.
There's the screen. And here's Brown. From beyond the arc. Brooklyn with the rebound.
With the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be. Firmly in control of this game.
Here's the Celtics with the ball. To the paint. Edwards lays it up and banks it in.
The easiest way to do it sometimes is with the bounce pass.
Prince outside. Back to Rose. Jacks up a three. No good.
He's still looking for his first three-pointer of the second half after making just one in the first.
Tice. Leading with a nice touch off the glass. And that one's good. Here is Edwards. Outside Williams. Here is Edwards. Just 5 to shoot. Shot from the top of the key. Tice. Now here's Prince. Pass to Rose. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. That free throw missing. The Celtics making a switch here. He's off on the second. Williams with the ball. And there's the foul. That's his first foul. The Nets making a switch here. And it's out of bounds. The Nets are taking the other way.
Just great. They got to take care of the ball if they're going to make the comeback.
Here's Temple. Pass to Prince. It's deflected. Stolen by Rose. Here's Prince. Number 25. Here's the Hill. 6 to shoot. Number 4. Beat the shot clock, but it's off the mark.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
Back to Rose. Outside Rose. Caruth. Now the Nets on number 3.
These defenders are putting up very little resistance to three-point shots.
Here's the Hill. Here's Strong. Number 4. And then comes out and getting those 3 points back. 8 points for him. Timeout call for the Nets. Here's Temple. Outside Rose. Here's Temple. And he's off on his first shot of the game.
You really want to see him missing those mid-range shots, but when he's open, he's got to shoot.
Here's Robinson. Here's Temple. 5 to shoot. Back to Rose. 3-pointer. Here's good. 26.
This looks like a three-game turnaround with all the threes there.
Here's Dragic. Leads hard. 26. He's off. What do you think of the switch here?
play there, guys, for the assist and the finish. Outside command. Back to Rose. That's the Rose. The shot. I don't know how much jump shot. I think he shot the ball well, guys, but I don't think he shot it enough. 4 shots he gets from here on out before they'll stretch out this lead. Here's Dragic. And a minute of action so far. And gets to go. Now Rose. He has 3. And here is Harris. Back to Rose. To the middle. Here's Jordan. Can't connect from short range. Now here's Dragic. Swallowed by one. Pushing it up. Goes up. And penetrated with a slam. Been very untidy with the ball here. Commit turnovers when you try to do too much or you fall. You need to focus on making the simple play, good passes, and moving the ball around. But he's making a switch here. Dragic right. Right side touches. Lays it up and banks it in. He's got 15. You know, he's knocking down his shots today, but it hasn't really translated to the scoreboard yet. Here's Rose. Right to the lead for the win. Guys, we had a solid start to the second half of the bench. Got some good looks and made 3 out of 4. 2 minutes in the second half of play now. Here's Dragic. 15 points in the game. Number 4. Outside Dragic. Back out to the line. That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Hit those shots. The foul gives him 4. He's just 2 away from being guaranteed. Nice start to the second half. Just 1 miss in their first 5 attempts. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. And Arizona and 2 free throws coming up as this is at home. It's really Felicity on the outside feed. And this will be his second career shots to line here. And that one misses. 26 the second. And so it's Brooklyn with it. A touch over 2.5 minutes of extra outside half the third quarter. Here's Dragic. Good scoring numbers for him right now, averaging 17 points a game. It's still an offensive shot. 17 points in the game. Rose with the ball. He has 35. Gives him a lead pass. After the inbound. That's Rose in possession. But he's making a switch here. And that one's good to reach. Now here's Dragic. He has 17. Outside left. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. 6 on the shot clock. So 25 points here. Here no good. That's good. He's got 12. That's a finger roll. That's a nice finesse move to pull off. The defense all over. Mark Davis struck a lot of offense. Yeah, look at the cottonmouth here. Tries to 23. I tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the ball. Here's Rhodes. Prince takes it off the glass. Good ball move. He put that pass in the ideal spot, right where it needed to be. Up top, Dragic. Pass to Crowder. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here, we're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Here's Hill. Back to Dragic. Right side, Dragic. It's tipped. And so it's Brooklyn with it. Rose with the ball. Porter keeps moving right along. Good strong so far. Inside. On deep. No good. Now here's Dragic. Slowly pass. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. The first one falls. He doesn't get the second one. Now Rose. Look at the clock. Looks like it's 3.5 minutes left here in the fourth. No good on the three. Here's Hill. Stolen by Rose. 2 on 1 as they jump out on the break. Oh, and into the alley. Here's Haslam. It's the Hill. Puts up a 3.